Before the Star Wars Outlaws story trailer came out, people were wary of the game. Rightfully so, because, well, it's Ubisoft. Not many people now really have faith in them anymore. After the trailer, many people seem unimpressed and downright just shitting on it. After watching the trailer, I wasn't too impressed either. It just looks like female Han Solo even has her non-human companion to help her out. Who knows, maybe the actual story could be good with different twists and turns, but many people don't have faith in what they see because it just feels generic, predictable, no mystery to it, and nothing attention grabbing. Ubisoft is known for creating open world games, primarily with Assassin's Creed, and it's not even funny how bland the worlds they create, at least nowadays, are. There is nothing special about Ubisoft open world games anymore. The wonder Assassin's Creed had, along with the historical tidbits and actual fun gameplay and story back then, to a certain point was great, but now it's just pretty mid most of the time and nothing exhilarating, and that's why people really just don't have hopes for Star Wars Outlaws. Don't get me started on the Ultimate Edition costing like $120 or $30 fucking dollars. That shit is insane. I think if you're gonna give us pricing on your game, show me some fucking cool shit in the game I can do and see, plus give me some physical stuff if I'm going to be dropping $100 fucking dollars on your game. The gameplay trailer that came out months ago, that's a 10-minute long, heavily scripted mission cut up here and there, just doesn't cut it for me. What I see in the trailer does not justify the pricing. The gunplay I'm not really a fan of, but I don't hate it. I see the sort of stealthy, interactive stuff as well going on with Vess having, I guess, her own BD1 unit, but it's just some little animal guy that she like tells to do stuff in battle, I suppose, which it's nothing wrong with that. It just feels like it works like some other Ubisoft properties we know. It just doesn't look interesting much to play, at least for me. However, the space sequences look interesting, like, you know, the graphics and everything, the space in general, like everything else looks beautiful. It looks great. But I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't just happen just for scripted parts of this quote-unquote story, I suppose, and just aren't so common that there's nothing to do in space and you're just drifting and running away from, I guess, the Empire or whoever's trying to chase you down, which could be fun, but I could definitely see that being sort of like tiring and boring to have to deal with all the time. It's just, I don't know. We'll see. Again, what I saw doesn't really give me too much faith that it will be worth $70 fucking dollars, much less making it worth $120. But the scripted mission was neat to see and look at. But what else will we be doing? What else will we be seeing and doing that helps fill up the world? Will all the side missions have anything to do with the story, or will it just be boring, busy work that Ubisoft games are normally filled with? I would assume there will be activities where you can upgrade yourself and your ship to help you get stronger in the game. I would assume so. I don't know. Too many questions about the game that makes me question the pricing for it. And the possibility of this game being mid is high, and it feels like it isn't selling me an experience, but a bundle of missions that are just overpriced. Like, key point, the Jabba the Hutt missions, which are basically paywalled, which is just bullshit to me, but good old greed, I suppose. I will say, though, the people who are just, I guess, shitting on the actual character for looking different from the original model, I think needs to chill. There aren't really too much differences from the model, and the trailer had K-Vess not looking flattering in every angle. No shit, I'm pretty sure a lot of our character models in every video game don't look flattering 100% of the time in intense, certain animations and so on. However, Ubisoft doesn't have the most flattering of designs and the best engine, so it isn't going to look good 100% of the time anyway. So that's just how they are. So I sort of accept it, and it's just, I don't really care about the character model of KVS. It's serviceable so far. Like, I don't really give a shit. I think people are 100% justified in being cautious about the game and about games they don't really own. Not it's that whole clusterfuck about games they don't really own and shit. But they don't want to waste their money on this shit specifically. I think going so far as to harass people who are excited in the game is a bit too much and a little bit too crazy. I personally believe that gamers need to vote with their wallets and stand up for what they believe in. But in this case, Gamers are having such a reaction because they don't know what the fuck they're looking at in terms of gameplay for the damn game. A story trailer isn't going to tell us what the gameplay is going to be about, what worlds I can actually visit. Like, we see tidbits, yeah, here and there, but like, what can we actually do? Especially with gatekeeping my fucking content in a battle pass in a single player game. Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? And now that I see that, I guess the job of the Hut mission is like, what, you gotta buy you gotta buy it now, but apparently it's like an optional mission. But still, what the fuck, what's going on here? It's just it's so bad. It's so bad. Now, I don't think the actual protagonist looks bad. I just don't have any interest in a person who we are told point blank that she is in a position that she is the most wanted person out right now, and so on, which, without actually telling me and, telling me what the hell she did, it doesn't really give me much much care for like the story and, like, for the protagonist if I don't know what's going on. I feel like the game will heavily rely on cameos from certain characters. The story will be carried by familiar characters other than Vess when she is not on screen, and when she is on screen, Vess will always escape in the nick of time until she doesn't because of plot. A betrayal that we saw coming, her final one-up on the people who tried screwing her over, and she either escapes rich or is now still broke, but now free to do whatever the fuck she wants now with a great boost to her reputation and more jobs coming her way. Who knows? I could be completely wrong with my whole sort of bullshit little summary of how the story will be. Couldn't we have like a sort of open world game with a created character, almost Outer World style, but with a Star Wars aesthetic, and maybe with hits, burglaries? For fuck's sake, this could have been Space GTA, but semi works like an RPG, god damn it. The most RPG GTA has ever had, I'm pretty sure, is San Andreas, where if you ate too much, you become fat, and you could be a fucking hunk of pure muscle if you want to, learn fighting styles and shit, and just get better at shooting and so on, where you can get so accurate you can just dual akimbo and just destroy everybody. This right here could have been something here. It could have been something, but instead we got another character people will not really care for in terms of interest, and that is what happened to Iden Versio. Who is that, you say? Exactly. I personally don't think Vess will get to the level of popularity my boy Cal Kestis has, but who knows, the game could be charming at most, right? Ubisoft's approach to open world games has been lackluster for some time now, and people aren't holding their breath for this sort of change, for this type of shit to change now. However, I will say that I feel like giving Ubisoft a chance to use their Rainbow Six Ghost Recon knowledge to good use and give us a Republic Commandos 2 potentially that could have like semi-open worlds could be pretty fucking badass. Reminiscent of SOCOM's like Navy SEALs games, completing objectives around the galaxy with a squad of players or NPCs to control, could be pretty cool. It would be incredibly badass also if they introduce a game director to help spice things up during the missions. That would be cool. That would be fun. I think Republic Commandos would have been a better fit for Ubisoft's talents than a brand new game that's open world, where people are sort of tired of their style of open worlds is, just surface level engagement. But this sort of surface level engagement would be perfect, would be great for semi-open world levels, completing objectives in different sectors and parts of the galaxy, fighting against the Separatists. I think that would be a better fit for Ubisoft's talents. But who knows? Am I crazy? Like, am I just speaking into the ether? Just let me know about my little idea, and just talk about it in the comments below. That's it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for the support. Like, comment, subscribe, and same thing as always. Stay healthy mentally, emotionally, physically. See you guys later. Peace.